supple spine and a presence of mind. Fitting in ain't easy when you're one of a kind. Doing it our own way and we live in our lives to fly a little higher. A higher elevation comes with time. To free up a man, got to free up his mind. Know if you shall seek, then you shall find. You want a revolution, but you need a revelation. Before the move comes the meditation. The meditation. Ooh. No way, no how, no they can't stop us now. With a flexible spine and a presence of mind. Fitting in ain't easy when you're one of a kind. Doing it our own way and we live in our lives to fly a little higher, a little higher, a little higher.
What's up? Hey, yeah, it's Sunday. Jeez, I almost forgot. It's Sunday, and we're alive. I'm Dominic D'Angelo of several dirt sheets, but I am here today on Sunday. It's one of a kind with who? Guess who? One. He's hiding. He's hiding. Who is it? Oh, it's Rob Van Dam. Rob, how are you, man?
Good, Dom. Happy Sunday. You know,
Hmm?
in Spanish, Sunday is Domingo. And
Ooh.
you're Dominic on Sunday.
Whoa.
Oh, my God, dude.
And guess what, Rob? I was born on a Sunday.
Yay, thank you, DB.
You're welcome.
Oh,
I'm
it's a
sorry.
bullet.
It's small.
It's a bullet.
Like,
You gotta
right. I'm just crusty a little bit. I'm a little dusty.
practice.
I'm gonna bring it up.
All right, thank you. little
Look
bullet.
at that one. Ooh. Dee's pretty good at rolling, though, right? Huh?
Yeah, she hasn't rolled in a couple of weeks though. She's a lot of practice. Yeah, she's good though. She rolls like I do.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Well, folks, we are live. Maybe you're rolling up too while you're watching live.
Domingo.
Yeah.
You don't believe me? Sábado, domingo, lunes, martes, miércoles, jueves,
Jueves.
viernes.
Dang it. I want to learn
That's
Spanish.
sábado again, bro.
I want to learn
Maybe
Spanish.
your name means Sunday. Maybe you're.
So I know what my name means. It actually means of God.
I was just gonna say that because it's Sunday, and you never
Yeah.
made that. You never made that connection before, did you?
No, I never did actually.
There you go. I was just gonna say maybe your name means like the day of our Lord, and I was gonna go to open up that doorway and explore it. But
And guess what? It means I think it means with God, and my last name D'Angelo is with the angels. How about that? It's pretty wild. And I was born on a Sunday nonetheless. So pretty crazy.
That's cool. I understand. God doesn't let everybody party with his angels. You got to be like in a special club. So it's pretty cool.
Hey, sweet. Well, let's all party down today. Guys, if you are ready, you can chime in with helps out with the super chat if you're so will, and I'll definitely get to your question if you do that. We got some regulars in here. Got to give some shout outs to some people like Maddie. He's always here. Triple E is in the house. Frankie always asks them damn good questions. We got Mouthpiece Murphy. I want to say hi to Venom Keller, too, who's a new person I haven't seen before. Baccarat. So shout out to all you guys and gals out there. We already have 1,500 people tuning in live, too. So
nice.
Yeah. Live on RVD's YouTube, live on rvdtv.com, and also live on Rob Van Dam's Twitter. So be sure to give everybody a follow and a shout out. So Rob, what I wanted to do to start it off, it's been a couple weeks since we've done this, but I wanted to give people a little bit of a look-see at Only Wrestlers and the site itself. So let me add this to the stage. Let me make sure I have the right screen up first.
All righty. Yeah.
Pull some stuff up here. Boom. Okay. Got to go back to the other window here. Boom. Boom. All right. Look at this. So we got some, it's Only Wrestlers. Go to onlywrestlers.com. And there's so many wrestlers on this page. There's 19 pages. Last week it was 18. Now we got 19 pages of wrestlers on here. So as you can see, we got RVD. He's a free subscription. Same with Katie. They're both free subscriptions when you sign on up. You can you set up an account like you do with any other thing and become a fan. Sabu's got a free subscription. We got Brian Cage, Charlie Hawk.
Yeah, so what we've done with some of these, some of the free ones right now, I decided we're going to set them as free until those wrestlers sign in and take over the page, which those guys haven't done that yet. You know, they said, yeah, you know, build the profile for me, give me the password. And then they said, oh, I'll find time. So in the meantime, while they're not doing any content, then of course, we don't want to take anybody's money, you know. Yeah. So in the meantime, when they're ready to start doing it, then they can set their price, and then the people can stay or go that if they've signed up for free. But that was something we decided to do at first. Same thing with John Morrison. You know, he keeps saying, yeah, no, I'll get to it. And in the meantime, actually his was 50, so that's cool. Anyway, they, you know, a lot of the wrestlers are doing the content, right? So, you know, some question whether we're completely open and running yet, and we completely are. When you're ready to own your profile and start promoting it, telling people to follow you there, dude, it's ready for you. We are sponsoring some of the JCW, the Juggalo Championship events. Yeah, and Joe Bruce is awesome at the content that he's leaving for the fans. Having fun with it. The community chat room is finally open. We're not really promoting it yet because we're waiting to get the delete option on it so that when people sign up, if they're in the chat and they want to put in racist comments or whatever, we just want some kind of control. But anyway, it's so easy to get to. Boom, there you go.
Look at that. Here it is.
Boom, we're going to have 3,000 members all talking at the same time in there. But before that's even a problem, right now there's very few, and you can see Matt in there.
Yep, Matty's in there. There's you,
giving a happy 420. But pretty soon we're going to promote that, and then we will have wrestlers like myself there at a specific time to talk to everybody, to bring news. So we're having a lot of fun with that, and I'm going to build up my store. See how it says store? You just click on it. Yeah, I was just thinking about it today, and I'm kind of excited about my idea of what I'm going to do with the store, because there's nowhere right now, even on my eBay, where you can get any autographs personalized to you. So I'm going to do that on here. I have a bunch of action figures that aren't available anywhere else, Funko Pops, a bunch of different stuff. And anyway, I'm gonna put that up. Like, I just thought of that today, so I'm gonna start loading that up today and tomorrow, however long it takes me for the store. And it's gonna be exclusive, where you can say, hey, I want to get something made out to Peter. You know what I mean? Yeah. Can't do that anywhere else. But since it's gonna be coming from here, that's something I thought might be kind of cool to make that store stand out a little bit and be exclusive, which is basically the whole idea.
Yeah, that's right. It personalizes it more. You get the connection with the fan a little bit more, and it's a really, really cool platform, and more stuff to come with that stuff. But you were talking about like getting the belt designs and stuff like that for the promotion itself, and the federation and show you're putting on and stuff. So that should be fun too. So
absolutely look for. Oh, nice! Thank you, DB. That's better.
Hey, look at that one.
Thank you.
A+. All right.
Some stems poking out through the sides. It looks like an alligator.
Nice.
But by the way, I just also, one other thing I want to mention about Only Wrestlers. I'm still learning it. We're all still learning it, and appreciate the patience, but we're having fun. As you can see, it's growing all the time. I don't know yet. Like, I leave stories. That's my favorite thing to do.
Mhm.
You got to push the profile, and there's a circle around my image,
Mhm.
to see the story. And I'm partway worried that people won't know to do that, to push it, because nowhere does it say push. But I mean, there's a circle around my image on my profile page, and you gotta, you gotta push that. But I like to leave the story. Oh, where's my image, the profile page? Oh, right there on the top left.
Oh,
See,
so if you click on this.
yeah, and I'm worried that some people might not know that, but that's
Oh, okay.
because
Okay.
that's what I like to do. That's my favorite thing, is just to keep going back and adding to the story as it builds. But what I wanted to say, I have no idea if anyone sees it. I don't know how to find out. I keep trying to ask administration. Same thing with videos. I guess there's the videos on the feed wall, then there's the videos.
There's videos here.
Gallery. Yeah, one of them I can't see. I can't remember which one it is. But point I wanted to make, I did stumble across saying that people are tipping. So you mentioned about the chats, the special chat or whatever.
Yeah.
It reminded me that I looked and I was like, whoa, people are actually like sending me money on here and only wrestlers. So I just want to say I appreciate that. And I didn't really expect that, but that's really cool and makes me think that hopefully the people are really behind the project even more and want to support it. So very nice of you. And boom, we're going to grow and grow and have so much fun.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. It's a good start. And it already cooking 19 pages of wrestlers. That's a really, really great accomplishment already. Because it's only been out for what, like a month now? That's it.
Yeah, I think a little bit more.
Yeah.
Well, Columbus Day.
Okay.
So that was October 14th. A little bit more.
A little bit more than a month, but that's great. Great
So
stuff.
Yeah. And we're having, people wanting to meet with us that could possibly help us grow, like people like companies, not just individuals. And yeah, we'll see. But like I said, we're having a lot of fun with it. And the longer it's out there, the more people will hear about it, as long we're not going anywhere. So if you are curious, sign up for free, and follow my stories and the chat room, and then tell me what else to do on there, because as we grow together, I like to think that I'm gonna be visiting the app a lot more,
Yeah, absolutely. Sign up right now, onlywrestlers.com. Get your account, get it ready, and start subscribing to some accounts you can already too, and see what's happening. So cool, good stuff. We already do have a super chat from Frankie. Thanks for the $2, Frankie. He says, who would be your Mount Rushmore of favorite opponents in ECW? So if you had to pick 4 opponents, Rob, for your favorite ones in ECW, who would they be?
And I'm going to assume that's because that there are 4 presidents on Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. So I'm going to say Sabu.
Nice.
Taz.
Ooh, I like it.
Sandman.
All right.
And if it's for me, I'm leaning towards Dreamer. I believe part of that equation was for my opponents or something like that, because I would want to put Raven up there, but I really didn't work with him a lot.
Yeah. What about Jerry Lynn? Would he be an honorable mention or something too, you think?
He would be, but I think before him, I would put like the Gangsters,
Okay. Yeah.
Maybe Eliminators, just because I think of those guys as like always being there and being part of the structure. And then with Jerry, like he came in the last couple of years or whatever, and then I don't know really what he was doing outside of having great matches with me, as far as that goes, to make him stand out as a Mount Rushmore worthy.
Oh, so you're coming from the angle of Mount Rushmore ECW-esque, overall.
And
With-
as my opponent. That's yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
that makes sense. I see what you're getting at now. Okay, that's a good list then. Yeah, I like it, Rob. So Sabu, Taz, Sandman, and Dreamer, nice ones. That's a good foursome right there.
There's a lot of honorable mentions, but if I had to pick 4 of what I would consider worthy and that were my opponents, that was that's what I would say, because I had a lot of great matches with all those guys, and of course a lot of other guys too.
Hell yeah. Rob, last week we kind of touched upon WWE, the ECW version, the WWE version of ECW, and I thought it was a really, really cool concept that you came up with. That you were like, oh, it could have been eventually, if they kept with the trend that it was, that it could have been a settling ground for wrestlers too, where it's just like if they're on the SmackDown brand or the Raw brand, they'll be like, hey, let's settle the score down in ECW and make it happen. But I guess I kind of wanted to follow up with it too in regards to how it was kind of neat. And you mentioned this too last week, was that they were incorporating some wrestlers that were like outside of the ECW realm, from like a Hardcore Holly and stuff like that kind of fit in that vibe and that mode. And then the Kurt Angle with the mouth guard and the intensity kind of stuff. And it would have been neat to see it kind of go from that thing. And then I co-hosted with Blue Meanie this past week. I tagged in for his co-host this week. And he happened to mention too how he thought maybe ECW would have evolved into what if the original ECW. I'll clarify, the original ECW might have evolved into what ROH kind of became later on, to kind of adapt to the time period where it was like, more so the wrestling style and certain things like that. Could you have foreseen something like that maybe with ECW if like the financials all lined up and everything kind of became more of a television success for the original ECW?
If I understand right, when you say ECW could have been more like ROH, are you just saying that they could have compromised some of their unacceptable values to meet halfway with as a wrestling promotion on TV?
Yeah, kind of, in a way, kind of like to maybe be more marketable for mainstream, I guess, like so that to be a more viable kind of product in certain ways. Would you think that would be an appropriate route for it to take, or do you think it could have kind of survived a little bit longer the way it was doing, the way you guys did it? Does that make sense?
Yeah, I mean, I can see it now. I hadn't thought of it before working. We would have hated all the compromise, because what made ECW so special was the very magic that they were taking away by adding rules. So at first they said, Jerry used to say every show, ECW means anything goes. And so that's why it would have been really cool if that would have been like the court to settle disputes.
Yeah.
And when I first found out that they were, and it's, like you mentioned Bob Holly, and, some of those guys were great ECW wrestlers. They weren't in the original, but Paul knew that they would be very good, have what it took. And so there's those guys, but what bothered, and that was cool. What bothered me though was the guys that weren't even on ECW wrestling on ECW shows. Like that was nothing but poison in my mind, because all it was confusing. And I know like Matt Hardy and Kane, and I don't know who else. A lot of this was when they started doing this.
Yeah.
But I started hearing those guys were on. That's what I was thinking, was that'd be cool if you send guys to ECW, make an angle out of it, and then you got something special. Like they go there, beat the shit out of each.
Uh-oh. I think Rob froze.
Whoa, I thought you froze.
Oh, maybe. I don't know. Which one of us froze, gang? You tell us in the chat. Well, we're both back, so
Okay.
But you were talking about selling the score. You were saying how like getting those guys from outside WWE or from the WWE realm coming into ECW to sell scores.
And that would have been cool if you let the angle build to a point where they wanted to fight with where anything goes, and the fight with chairs, weapons, fight in the crowd, get bloody. That would have been really cool, and it would have built ECW up based on its own natural foundation. So since they didn't do that and instead polluted the waters by continuing to have non-ECW wrestlers on the show, I mean, it didn't make sense. These guys are not ECW. Why do you have them on? And I know, like, between the Raw and SmackDown, a lot of times I was on the Raw brand, but I'd be on the SmackDown show too. But you know what? That's confusing too.
Mhm.
And they would do that, but then they did that with ECW too. And this is a new brand that we're trying to distinguish. And then for you to all of a sudden go from ECW means anything goes to meaning you got one Extreme Rules match per night, and then you're gonna the talent pool is gonna be a who's who in the business that's not even in ECW. It was, that's where you start approaching that conversation of was it destined to fail? Did they intentionally want it to fail?
Yeah. No, and like that's the thing too, is like it was so confusing, and it just became like a third brand that was the same of SmackDown and of Raw, where it's just like there was no delineation of it. And like that was an ongoing problem with like, hey, okay, you have a draft, you do the WWE draft and whatever, and then there's still that crossover that happens and there's no distinguishing. It was very confusing, and I think it hurt the ECW brand. And plus you'd bring in wrestlers, that were just outside of it, and okay, they're wrestling the same style that you would see on SmackDown or Raw or everything like that. And I thought it was neat that they would incorporate new guys, like they would introduce them in ECW as rookies and stuff like that. But I would have loved to see it make a little bit more sense. Like somebody like CM Punk getting introduced into ECW made sense if you wanted to build him up and kind of had him, get into that vibe or something like that. But it's just like they did it a little too weird, and it just didn't feel significant,
I understand he went straight to locker room leader.
That's what, you were saying. Yeah. Straight to he got drafted as a locker room leader for the So no, but I thought that was an interesting conversation. I did think ECW at the beginning had a lot of promise and stuff like that. That for the WWE aspect of it, and I was like, "Ooh, okay, there's might be something here." And it's a shame it didn't kind of work out. Meanie mentioned too, and maybe you said this too. I can't remember, but the ECW zombie was originally supposed to be an alien, but Sci-Fi said, "Well, no, an alien would shoot somebody with laser beams or something like that," and then they changed it to a zombie. Did you hear that story?
I knew it was supposed to be a Martian, and they changed it to a zombie. I didn't hear anything about lasers.
I
heard this through Paul when we were having daily conversations about they want to do 7 really stupid things. Yeah, he's like, I'm gonna get them to cave on 4 of them. 3 of them we have to let go. That would happen every day like that. And one of them was they're gonna have they want to have this Martian come out, but we got it. So when he comes out, Sandman canes the shit out of him, and then that way it won't be that bad. Okay, why a Martian? Because it's a sci-fi channel, okay, I guess, whatever. And then it ended up being a zombie.
Meanie said too that he would see the guy that played the zombie on like the independent scene or at conventions or something like that, and he would be apologizing for what happened. He's like, "Dude, it's a payday. You don't got to apologize."
Right. That's funny. Knew it was wrong.
Yeah. He was like, "I'm sorry." He's like, "Oh man."
One of the things that they did that was really wrong, but I'm kind of glad they did. Kind of, but not really. It depends on what perspective I take. But I'm thinking about when they had the strippers in the ECW show, Kelly, and Brookie Brooke.
Yeah.
They, that was like so stupid, and Kelly got a lot of heat because she didn't look like a natural dancer. You know, her movements looked like she was trying to do something that she was taught to do, and she got a lot of shit for it. But obviously, we're glad that she came into the business. You know, we all love her, and she's been around for a long time and stuff. So that's cool that ended up coming out of it all. But at the time, that was one of those things, you know, where like, really? So you're gonna open up and have these girls bouncing on their ass, low squat bouncing, and that's hardcore how, you know?
Yeah, right. Yeah, that was a weird thing. I remember Mike Knox running out and covering Kelly up or whatever, or like all that kind of thing going on. Yeah, there was some weird
ass. Like 18 or something. She was so young.
Yeah, right. And it's just like, and she's still such a fan favorite. I know when she would return, like I think she came out at one of the Royal Rumbles a couple years ago or something, and like just super popular still. So
I think I trained with her a little bit before she did too. Like it's like me and Katie got in the ring with her. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna do a comeback and just, you know, had her run the ropes and stuff. She's awesome. She's super cool. Everyone that knows her loves her.
Didn't she just have twins? Was that her that had twins? I think she had baby twins or something.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That's awesome. Ashley likes your action figure room. Heck yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot going on in here.
What's going on?
Yeah. Speaking of, here's something I bet not too many people can say that they have. These are from All Japan.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's a pretty cool.
That's Dr. Death, huh?
Dr. Death. I got this guy.
Oh, look at that. It's Stan Hansen. Damn.
Yeah.
Gary Albright.
Yeah. And Boss Man here.
Damn. Oh, look at that. That's badass.
Yeah. And one more. Kamara.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. I just came across those guys, and this isn't one of them. He doesn't go with them, but honorable mention Umaga. I thought this was cool when I was touring Jack's Toys one time, and they just gave it to me. So
hell yeah. Those are sweet. Dang. Yeah, and those are definitely collector's items. I know. All Japan too is such an overall great promotion in regards to like the history of the business, and obviously Giant Baba and the impact he's had. So it's pretty neat to have that kind of stuff.
This bootleg RVD is proportionately actual size head. My head to body ratio.
I like how they put the little yin yang on you too.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny. Jeez. Well, Rob, I wanted to get your thoughts too. Survivor Series was this yesterday.
Oh shit, was it?
Yeah, it was yesterday. So, and they didn't do. I was kind of surprised they didn't do any of the conventional Survivor Series matches. They did the War Games. So you know the WCW concept and everything with Dusty and stuff, and they did 2 matches of that. But I wanted to just get your thoughts overall. What did you like the Survivor Series kind of concept of a match and everything like that?
I did as a fan. Did you steal my little bullet, Doobie? Where did that go? Oh, I see it. Never mind. Relax, everybody. As a fan, I remember that was something that we would really look forward to. Get together at somebody's house, you know, a bunch of us, and watch Survivor Series. And so, yeah, when I was a mark, I thought the 5 against 5 made sense to me. That was fucking compelling enough for me to buy a ticket. So yeah, it was pretty cool. And then as a wrestler doing it, sure, you know, I mean, my favorite matches were always single matches where I could be showcased and have the most control over the match. But then eventually, you know, the longer I was there, the more I learned the Tajiri philosophy was true. then the opposite would be true, and I would say, yeah, man, give me a 10-man match, because then maybe I'm only out there 30 seconds.
Right.
No. At first, after a while, it would have been something to hope for, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, that's how I look at it. If it's 5 against 5, I look at it as like, well, I'm a fifth of this match, but not really, because when you put the 5 against 5, there's so many combinations. You're way less than a fifth, but or whatever, depending on how much you do. But you get what I'm saying, though. That's how I always look at it from a participant. Is that's like a battle royal is my least favorite match, and that's because there's so many guys out there, that it's hard to imagine everyone's just looking at me, and that's the mindset that I have when I'm out there. So it's like it's kind of weird trying to keep busy and buying time, and fucking not my favorite match, the battle royal.
Yeah, battle royals are. I mean, as a kid, I liked them, but then I just kind of understand that. All right, because it was like the elimination stuff was the fun aspect of those. It's like, oh man, who's gonna survive this? All these guys, who's gonna last? And that's what made the Royal Rumble kind of streamlined it a little bit, because you could have a lot of more one-on-one matches because people are getting tossed out as time goes on and stuff like that. So it kind of made a little bit more sense and made it a lot more fun. But yeah, to be a wrestler and in that ring has to be just like fucking, oh God, what the hell? Like trying to make everything work and trying to keep busy and all that stuff is a little tough, I bet.
Yeah, and then also when there's a lot of guys in the ring, one of the last things you want to do is take a bump and be on the ground and get stepped on and shit.
Right. Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
What else was I gonna? Oh, so here was a cool quote Kevin Nash actually did like a WWE retrospective video for the company, and they did like a YouTube, like a 20-minute video, and apparently he had a cool quote in here, and I kind of wanted to get. He talked about how. Let me try to find it here. Okay, so he talked about how it was Bret Hart who helped him really learn the main event style of WWE. He said my favorite match of my life. I think he was talking about maybe Survivor Series 95 when he fought Bret, but he said Bret really taught me that main event style. He was very, very giving. Everything he did was snug, but it was safe. Psychology was spot on. He was a perfect David to my Goliath. And it made me think, Rob, was there somebody that really helped you kind of when you got into WWE a little bit and kind of really got you assimilated to the WWE style of things, even though you were so like out of the box when it came to your wrestling style and like kind of groundbreaking in that? Did somebody help you? Did somebody stand out in that regard for you?
Well, first off, that's a damn good question.
Thanks.
I don't think so. The only person that stands out to me as
Oh, still there, Rob?
Weird.
Weird, man. Weird.
The solar flares again or something?
Maybe, I don't know.
Damn, when I signed up, it said something about being plugged in is a better connection than Wi-Fi.
Oh,
and I was like, why did it say that? Because it looks like the Wi-Fi is a good signal, but I can't plug it in this room.
You're okay though. Like it's pretty clear. Otherwise, it's just phrased once in a while.
Okay. What I was going to say was I forgot what I was talking about now.
WWE style. You said you didn't think so, but
yeah. So like in 2001 when I first was in WWE, a lot of times I'd be wrestling Chris Jericho, and he would come across like he's trying to be that guy, but I really didn't appreciate it at the times, and I gave it a lot of pushback and looked at it like it was competitive,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So for instance, wanting to do an RVD kind of move, like he wanted to do something in this match where I leapfrog and the guy goes under me and the two people like run into each other. and the guy on the apron and the guy that went under my leapfrog, boom, they run into each other, and then I run over and clothesline him out. And I was like, well, yeah, that's cool. So what I would do, I do a jumping spin kick instead of a leapfrog. Boom, he ducks that, and then that way he doesn't have to just like run into like a Keystone Cop, like we'll put it anyway. Whatever I had, he'd be like, yeah, like they like to keep things simple here. And I was like, what do you mean? That's simple as fuck. That's just my style. That's how I'm just replacing a wrestling move with an RVD move. Yeah, I get what you're doing, but like Vince likes it to be like easier for people to, and I was just like, what the fuck, man? That's how I took it. Yeah. So he's the only one that comes across like that, and he did do that a few times. I've talked about it over the years in interviews about how when I got frustrated, he was part of it. When I got frustrated with the politics and with the adapting to the WWE style, there was a time when he and I were wrestling each other, and then I think it was Kane, I could be wrong, that was coming down, and he was gonna hit us with a chair, like both our heads.
Mm-hmm.
And some agent was like, "You guys come up with it." And so, man, it was like such a struggle for me because he was like, I think like I should be going to suplex you, so like I'm behind you, and that way our heads are together when he hits, and he was just trying to make himself look better, like I'm getting the upper hand, like I'm about to suplex you, and then bam, he cracks his heads. Well, what about I'm about to suplex you when we put our heads together? No, I think it would make more sense. Like I don't go to the top rope, like if you went up the top rope, like for a moonsault, and like I pushed you or something, boom. And then I went up, and got you like I was going to suplex you, boom. And I'm like, actually, since you're going over, I should be underneath you. That way, when we fall back, he hits us, but then you got the pin. I think it'd be more natural if like you were up there, and then after we both got hit, I could go to one side, and then you could like maybe I could like bounce off the ropes or something. That way when you go down, I end up on top of you. I was just like pulling my hair out. That's literally that. That's exactly how like one full day of frustration went during this time period. So he's the only guy that stands out, in my mind. And he was like, maybe I could call Fit over here, and if Fit would always go with Jericho and Kane, and it was like, well, let me call Paul over here and see what he thinks. You know what I mean? Like, it was just like fighting, but both pretending that we're not fighting is what it felt like to me. The whole politicking, that's what it feels like. Like you're arguing, but you're pretending that you're not. I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah, it's like, hey, let's discuss a match and go over this, like, and decide what's the best route to take. And then it's also like, no, I want to do it fucking this way, and that's it. Oh my gosh, that would be that would be.
So I didn't like them trying to show me the WWE style and how to change. So I always stuck to my guns, for better or worse. I mean, it got me as far as I got. It also, cut off the opportunities that it cut off by me just sticking to my guns and my path and my beliefs and being actually stubborn in a lot of areas where, again, for better or worse, I was.
It's kind of funny too, because I know when Jericho first got there, like back in 1999, I think a lot of the talk about him was that he had trouble adapting to the WWE style too. Like it took him a little bit to do that too, and like get into that mode, because he was he was in WCW, he was in ECW, Mexico, whatever and stuff. And so
I heard that. I heard that someone very close to me was during that time was like, why is he doing to you exactly what everyone did to him when he came in? And it's like, that's kind of what the business is. It's the hierarchy, it's the fraternity where you just like college kids or something, you haze the guys coming in and they got to pay their dues. And then when they get enough seniority to get a little respect, they do the same thing to new recruits. And it's one of those kind of cycles I do believe.
Yeah.
But But I also think that that Chris Jericho, that I think that I've heard him. I don't know if I've heard him say it or heard third person, but that he had no idea that he was being like that. That he's surprised, and it's like, okay, okay, but you were. Yeah, it was rough, learning to deal with all of that. But also, I'm told he was promised a bunch of stuff that they were then promising to me, and so he was in that position allegedly as well, because all of a sudden, hey, you know what, we're looking at giving, you're going to be the new Intercontinental Champion or the new Tag Champ or this or solar flares, bro.
Them solar flares, man. You're good.
Solar fucking Ric Flairs.
Woo! Kyle Z does add too. I don't know if this is accurate or not, but he says Chris claims he was told by the office to teach RVD how to work. He claims he was in the same role as X-Pac was with Chris. So that's kind of interesting.
There you go.
How about that? What else was I going to say? Oh, when it comes to you kind of not liking that, adapting to the style and kind of still doing your own thing to your detriment, did you kind of find, though, in a certain way that maybe WWE, you kind of changed a little bit of the style with WWE?
Absolutely. Yeah. After going to WWE, everybody changes somewhat. And it's in a way where what you're doing means more. It's a lot. It's a different pace. It's selling. It's reacting. It's actually savoring the moments instead of, taking a Canadian Destroyer, standing up, taking a super kick, standing up, taking a pile driver, popping back up, taking a DDT, and for some reason staying down, or getting up, spearing the other guy, and then for some reason going back to selling. That's what outside of WWE, what you do. You don't sell. You don't understand the mainstream mentality of reaching everyone and pulling their emotions in. And until you learn that, you're not going to be as big of a star.
Yeah. And it does make sense to like take in the moments and stuff like that. You can really see WWE trying to make a really more concerted effort in a lot of ways, making those moments feel like big time. When I was watching Survivor Series, it was all about the War Games match and the bloodline and the moments that they were taking tension between them and CM Punk, Roman Reigns' face, all that kind of stuff. And it's like that obviously elevates the game when it comes into play and stuff like that. And it's a pretty interesting thing to kind of think about how wrestling is portrayed. So there's definitely, and it's neat to get your guys' perspective, the wrestlers, of how the WWE style is different from what it is outside of that company too. So
I remember when I was going back to WWE in 2013 after being gone for a while, and I was wrestling on an indie show in Albany, New York, somewhere around there. And Sammy Callahan was the local, one of the fan favorites there. He'd been on a good run having shows there. And everyone knew he was going to WWE. And so this was going to be his last match before he went to WWE. And then he was going to wrestle me. And then at the last second, like a few weeks before the show, all of a sudden I'm going back to WWE too. And so I kind of felt like, taking a little bit of his thunder or whatever. But soon as we met and started like talking, kind of shit you like doing, and soon we started talking a little bit about the business, I was like, wow. Wow. Like, I can't believe, like, we're on two different planets, dude. Like, I was like, when you go to WWE, they're going to change you so much. I'm not going to do it though. I'm going to let them do it. I don't want to try and teach you everything they're going to teach you today. You know what I mean? I'm just here to have a match, but wow, they're going to, and it was a lot to do with like I always talk about, like, everyone has their realm, and no selling and a lot of stuff that that a lot of stuff that's okay on the indie scene by their standards, but not in the big time.
Yeah, yeah, and it is very different, and how wrestlers, I'm sure, kind of handle everything too is different. Like from what I've heard from numerous people how kind of particular and almost neurotic Sami Zayn can be when it comes to like how his matches go and how things can get booked and stuff like that. And I don't want to certainly put on any, I can't confirm or deny any of that, but it's just like, it's just, I think that's you get all those types of things and how people are on different wavelengths and everything like that. It's what it speaks to, I think. So
yeah. One time we were both, why are we both at the ECW? I don't know, but for one of the shows, I don't know, it could have been my birthday show last year when I got the banner up in it. Maybe it was, but
Yay!
Yay!
What's up? It's wizard time. Let's
Ho, ho, ho.
hey, what's up, guys? What's up?
everybody.
Hey,
Whoa.
Go follow Lena.
well, Lena, are you on Only Wrestlers, Lena, or
Oh
Where-
no, I am on YouTube though. You can follow me at Lena Bairney on YouTube.
Lena
And
Jeremy? Okay.
check out
I
Wizard
lost my
Time.
DD.
It's wizard
It's Wizard
time.
Time. That's right.
Hey.
Yay!
Sweet.
Christmas
Love you,
favor.
Viva Wizards.
That's awesome.
Found it.
That's fantastic. Good
Yeah.
Christmas came early,
I
guys.
work at ECW Arena, and they have a bar now, which they didn't used to have. And I was sitting there, and I don't know what show it was, sometime in the last 3-4 years or whatever. But anyway, I had a drink with Sammy, and he was telling me that night that I was just telling you about was like one of the pivotal matches in his career where he learned a lot, where I taught him a lot. And I was like, really? Like I had no idea. For some reason, we're talking about mine. I think I was talking about the Danny Crawford match, and I was just saying that's one of those matches where, you know, like it elevated me. I learned so much, this and that. And he said, I don't know if you know that, Rob, but you were like that for me. And I was totally floored by it, surprised, because I didn't think he understood my perspective at all. Like I said, I thought we were on two different planets. But I mean, we had a good match. But I just mean, you know, going into it, you know, like when I wrestled Teddy Hart, and I'm like, I know he must have been so disappointed, because in his mind, I'm sure he wanted to do, you know, I'll do a triple flip, you know, and then land on the floor, and you do a split leg moonsault off the stage onto the glass onto me, and you know, like Teddy's very talented, but you know, whenever I see his highlight reels and stuff, I'm always like, man, that's almost too much to absorb. But it's awesome because he's good at his acrobats and stuff like that, you know, as crazy as he is. And so, but anyway, my point is another example of indie wrestling and the values of that compared to big time.
Yeah, yeah. Man, that's cool though. It's just like, because it's neat, because like you learn from somebody like Danny Crawford, and then in the same turn, someone like Sami Zayn learns from you, and it just again carries on that legacy. Kind of what we were talking about. Was it last week or a couple weeks ago? Either way, it's just a really fascinating business, and I love that about wrestling. I think it's awesome. Hey, I wanted to do a little something. So speaking of some of these younger wrestlers that were, you know, kind of came the next generation after you, I found a few pictures of wrestlers that were younger. And you were talking about this a couple weeks ago, how like it was like you'd see Liv Morgan in the crowd as a kid, and she'd be high-fiving like another star or something like that. And so somebody posted on Twitter several pictures of wrestlers when they were younger with older wrestlers. And I want you to try to guess who these people are. So we'll start with this one. Who is this with John Cena?
Bailey.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Who is this with Kane?
Oh shit.
You like her. We've talked about her a couple times.
Okay. Damn, she looks familiar.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Nobody in the chat sheet.
it's not. No, it's definitely not Thea.
Nope. I was thinking that too, but no, it isn't. Do you want me to give you a hint?
Yeah.
She's the boss.
Is that the Rock's daughter?
Nope.
Oh, Sasha Banks.
Sasha
Okay,
Banks. There you go. CEO. Yep.
got you.
All right. Here. Who is this in a Taz shirt? This might be a little tough one. Who is this in a Taz shirt? Current WWE star.
Damn it. He looks familiar too.
He's Irish. He's
no, he's Venom V something, like he's got Viper victim, Venom,
close.
Finn Balor.
Yep, there you go.
Why do I think Venom or V?
Venom? It was because maybe the demon and stuff like that.
Okay.
Who is this kid with the red hair with Stone Cold Steve Austin?
CM Punk.
Yeah.
He looks the same. That was easy.
Yeah, he can't. Yeah, there's no denying that one. All right, now Rob, this one's my favorite one.
Look at the chip on his shoulder. He's like,
yeah, he's
like,
trying to look cool.
Take the goddamn picture.
Right. All right, this one, Rob. This is the last one. This one's my favorite one. Who is this with Triple H?
Oh, that's Ricochet.
Ricochet.
Yeah. Yeah. I saw something on Instagram when he looked like that doing a promo.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I didn't hear it. I always have the sound off when I watch Instagram in bed at night, so I miss out on a lot of sound. I hate the sound. I find when I do put the sound on, I hate it. It's all unnecessary loud music.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I don't get like the whole TikTok thing. I don't get where like there'll be one audio track and then a bunch of people try to reenact it and talk with it. Like,
yeah, I don't like that.
Oh, not for me. It's like it's almost like seeing like it's almost like seeing, you know, kids want candy so bad, but then when you get a certain age, you just don't want it anymore. And you look at them like, no, I get it. You think that's really cool, but I don't need any sweet tarts or fucking Milky Way. You know?
Right. No, I don't. Yeah, right. No, it's very that is not my thing either. I like Instagram, but yeah, a lot of the times like I try not to have the sound on. I hate sound on Facebook too and all that kind of stuff. If there's certain aspects, I'll click on the sound if I want to hear something, but if it's just popping up, no thank you. No thank you.
Yeah.
Cool. Let's see what else I had on tap here. I had a couple notes.
One wrong.
What?
Out of the guessing the young wrestlers, I think I got one wrong.
Yeah, that was it. And
not bad.
Yeah, not too bad. Mercedes was a tough one though, because it does take a little bit. But yeah, something that I wanted to touch upon too was AEW and GCW. I know we talked about GCW last week, but I don't think we got to talk about them going to the Hammerstein Ballroom and them having matches there. Apparently ROH and AEW are going to have some shows at the Hammerstein Ballroom. What did you personally like working at the Hammerstein Ballroom? Did you like it as a venue? And obviously with One Night Stand, it's one thing, but
right. No, I loved it as a venue. It was so cool the way that the people feel like they're in close to you because of the balcony and it going, more straight up with the second floor. As opposed, was there a third floor? There might have been balcony seats above that. But either way, if you compare that to, let's say, bleacher seating, the higher up the people are, the further away they are from you. Mm-hmm. So in a place like this, they're much closer because everyone's in, and it feels like they're just surrounding you. The energy feels great. And I used to, when I would go out back from the dressing room, I would go out the back door to smoke. Not just me, you know. I don't want to drop any names. Sabu.
Who? What?
Whoever, but it was cool. Going out the back door of the dressing room upstairs was a fire escape area, and it was like a platform where steps went off of it, you know, whether they go up or down or both or whatever. And it was really cool. For some reason I called it Ewok Village, because that's what it reminded me of. And I used to like that about Hammerstein Ballroom too, smoking at the Ewok Village.
Yeah, that's sweet. No, I've never been there. I would love to see how the atmosphere is there and stuff like that. Because I mean, I associate it most with the one night stand and all that stuff, because that was like just the height of like you winning the championship and the environment and just getting embraced like that. And I thought it's such a really, really cool venue. So
yeah, and it was cool back in the day because it is anchored to a time period where the New York fans had a lot of lust in wanting to be ECW's home base, really. And so there was like a Philly versus New York City thing going on. Who's got the better fans, and you know, which one is better for ECW, and we even did talk about moving our base from the Philly arena at one time up to New York City. But this was anyway during that time period where the fans that were there screaming their lungs out, they were doing so because that's what they do, but also they also had an agenda of wanting to outmark the marks in Philly.
yeah, man, yeah, that East Coast vibe too, where it's just like, hey, it's such this whole area is just a big sports town in general, but like those are big wrestling cities, New York, Philadelphia, and everything like that. So you have that really combining and button heads and stuff. So that's pretty cool too back in the day.
Yeah.
What did you think overall, like, of New York City as a city and going there and everything like it? Did you like it as a city, like going there and kind of spending time there as a wrestler, but then just having a good time too in the aspect of it?
Yeah, I love New York City. It's so different than anywhere that I've lived. Like, I think sometimes it would be awesome to just spend like, I don't know, maybe 2 months or something in an apartment where you're right out and your door is a fucking busy sidewalk. Like, it just seems to me like such an interesting lifestyle that it's got intrigue to it. I love walking around the streets, smelling the sewage. And you do smell a lot of marijuana now, especially around Times Square. That's somewhat new, as far as the availability there, but it's awesome. I get it. Of course, a lot of love. All the cops seem to be fans, but also a lot of regular people. And I like Times Square. Like, a lot of times when I go to New York City or even anywhere close enough around there, a lot of times I will get a room like in Times Square because I like the energy there. I think it's a really cool place to be. Yeah,
I love New York City. It's I mean, if I had the funds, I would probably move there, but I don't. But it would be sweet. I like just the atmosphere and just in the thick of the action kind of deal. So lots of cool.
I've been saying that last couple of days. Me and Katie keep saying like we miss New York. It'd be cool to go there, but I'd rather wait until it gets warm.
Dude, yeah, hell yeah. It's Rob. I'm fucking freezing right now. My heat's not on, and it's like 24 degrees outside.
Brr.
So I'm not digging it. I wish I was in Vegas right now. Sure. Shout out to Seth. He made our theme song here on the show. $20. He says, "Heads up, Van Dam fam. My new Christmas song, I Know Santa Claus Is Real, is available everywhere. I think Dom and Katie will love it, but maybe not RVD. But maybe I should make assumptions."
That's because I know Santa's not real.
He's what?
Well, I mean, if you believe what you believe, in reality, perception is reality. So he might be real to you.
Oh man, I hope he is.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Ask yourself later.
I will have to. Rob, so when I had to come up with a confirmation name, so in Catholic when you're Catholic, you like if you get confirmed, you have to pick a saint to be your namesake. And I wasn't thinking, I was like, oh, I like my Uncle Nick, so I picked Nicholas, and here that I picked Santa Claus as my confirmation name. So
Yeah, you did. You didn't do Saints Row.
Saints Row, yeah. Can I do Saints Row? Would that be fine?
Is that the name of that video game I did?
Yeah.
Okay.
Saints Row.
Is that also the TV show? Or I mean the movie?
Did they
Saints
do
Row.
a movie?
Yeah, it's a movie too.
Oh,
Because it's Irish, two Irish dudes, but one of them was in assault on VA 33.
That's Boondock Saints.
Yes, thank you.
Yes,
That's what I'm trying to say.
yes. Because isn't the one guy? He's a Daryl in what's it fucking Walking Dead? He's Daryl in Walking Dead too, I think.
Okay, I believe you.
And William Defoe's in it too. He's in Boondock Saints.
Yeah.
Hey, Jeremy Shaw, congrats to him, starting a really exciting new job Friday at Allegiant Stadium as a hiring coordinator for the region. Been a rough year, so hoping some magic RVD Zen to ensure it all goes smoothly. Allegiant Stadium, that's where the Raiders play there, Rob. So that's pretty cool. It's right in your home base.
Yeah, freaking A, man. That's a pretty cool job, working in biggest arena in Las Vegas. Lots of excitement.
Yeah, pretty damn neat. Pretty damn cool.
Yeah, I have was it there or was it the mobile arena? No, it was there. I've been there once and it was you wouldn't you wouldn't believe what it was for, but it was for Beyonce concert.
What?
yeah. I went with Katie and D, and I didn't really enjoy it that much, but but I just went to go, and that's the only time I've been to the Allegiant Stadium. But now we got a friend there; we'll go there all the time.
Heck yeah! So, how did you deal with it? Because I know you're not a big fan, like the live atmosphere, concert stuff like that, and going through it. Like, did you just kind of hang out? Did you go like to the concourse and kind of chill out or something, or were you?
I don't know. We had like some weird like VIP section, but we think that we were supposed to be somewhere else that was better.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't remember what the mix up was or whatever. I just remember like watching Katie and D have fun, so that was cool.
Yeah, that's a good aspect.
Sing and everything, but at the same time, I'm wondering, like what makes people, want to sing the words to a song that they know the word to with the person that they first heard sing it, that's like words away from us. Like what makes it so fun about singing that with them that they buy a ticket, and I start studying it, like what is that? Like how does that release dopamine in the brain? But I didn't do it though. I wasn't singing.
You weren't singing along. Did you hear all about the show, the movie Wicked, coming out? It's like it's the Wizard of Oz musical basically, and they like people are talking about how everybody's singing during the show, like sing along during the movie. I would go fucking nuts if somebody was singing while I'm trying to watch a movie.
But if they're really enjoying it or whatever, maybe not. If you get scared about them.
Yeah, if you get into it, I guess maybe it's something different. I don't know. I would just I want to hear these people sing. If I'm here to watch a movie, I don't want to hear you singing. I want to hear them sing.
Right.
Freshly Wild chimes in. He says, I want an RVD bong for Christmas. Well, hey, Freshly Wild, let me tell you, you can go to rvd420.com and get your own from Greek Glass. I can't point right, but Rob can. Go up there, rvd420.com. I have a couple of the images here available and at the ready, so you can check it out. Boom, look at that.
Whoa.
Boom, look at that. Look at that. And then look at that.
Boom.
Yeah. Then there's plenty more too you can check out. There's a lot of new other accessories and stuff that they make. They do a great job, high quality glassware, and it's really, really cool product. So be sure to check it out. Go to rvd420.com and get your own there. A little Christmas gift for yourself.
They're having a Black Friday special, and also they're going to be in Las Vegas at MJ BizCon next week. So, and myself, I'll be there at their booth. Not all week, but some of it. And a party on the 5th at Hardin, a dispensary here in Las Vegas. Greek Glass is hosting said party with RVD. So I will be seeing those guys and definitely seeing those bongs.
How about that? Get your one.
I don't know what the discount is. I know I retweeted, I think 20% off or something.
You're exactly right. It's 20% off. So go to rvd420.com and it's 20% off site wide. And there's so many different, you got 9 different RVD glass products on there. So check it out. There's some really, really cool ones. The RVD Swiss tube.
Hey, baby.
Hey.
Hey, y'all.
What's up?
Hey, everybody.
You heading out, Katie? You doing something tonight?
Yeah, we're filming TikToks.
Oh, nice. Hell yeah. That's great.
Yeah, we're filming some stuff, so I'm going to be posting it on my Only Wrestlers.
Ooh, check it out.
Yeah.
Yes. OnlyWrestlers.com. Sign on up now. Get it
You
out.
already know me. I'm Katie Forbes, Rob's wife, and I'm a wrestler too. And my profile is free on Only Wrestlers.
Yeah, you can follow Katie. Where can they follow you on socials too, Katie?
And on social, on Instagram, Katie Forbes, the number 4 real. And then on X, you can follow me at the Katie Forbes.
Do it to it, guys. Do it to it. Heck yeah.
Everybody knows.
And this is Barbie.
That's Barbie. What a crew.
Hey.
Triple threat. I dig it.
Our family.
Yeah. You got to do a scoop out of that. We'll get it. Good stuff, guys.
And by the way, Dee had this shirt on here today.
Really? Nice.
She was wearing that.
Heck yeah.
When you got home from the gym?
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, guys. You can
we keep getting kicked off.
Solar flares.
Solar Ric Flairs.
Solar Ric Flairs
I was
popping
in here, baby.
Ooh.
How do you even see the camera? It's like a weed film that comes over my lungs and eyeballs when I walk into this room.
That makes sense.
Camera.
Heck yeah. That's sweet. Cool. That's good stuff. Yeah, guys, check out onlywrestlers.com. Sign on up today. Get your account ready and subscribe to Katie, subscribe to Bob, and get stuff cooking. There's Lovey too. Dang.
Yay, Lovey. Yay, Lovey.
True. Look at Lovey. Oh my gosh. She's good at the camera too, Lovey is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's looking back. Why are you being silly?
She watches TV.
Yeah.
That's great.
You're scaring my ear, baby.
Oh my god. What a cutie. What a cutie. Man.
Yeah.
Y'all
I got a couple things. I got a couple things to open up.
Yeah, do it to it. Heck yeah.
I got a package from Mass several weeks ago, Muscle and Sports Science. We looked for the footage, couldn't find it. My friend John Drake, who runs Muscle and Sports Science, that sends me these, wanted to see the video after I told him that I opened it on the podcast. And I'm not sure where it was. But, I mentioned he's always sent me supplements, like for the longest time. And anyway, he sent me some more, so I'm here with my letter opener.
Holy shit. Look at that one.
Yeah, okay. Let's see what he sent me because adaptogen. This is awesome. This is something I've taken for so long. It's got melatonin. It's got Tribulus terrestrius, and I think Yohimbe in it, and some other stuff too. Adaptogen. But thank you, John. Mass. Look it up. Muscle and Sports Science, but mass.com should get you there, and they have all kinds of sports supplements. We've talked about doing an RVD protein actually before a couple times, but throwing the idea around, what can we do to make it different or whatever. But good guy down in Athens, Georgia. Good friend of Dango's as well. I also got this huge box here, and this has been waiting because I forgot to open it last week, but it's from the WWE. And I think that I know what it is, but I won't know until I look in there. But it should be my Hall of Fame ring.
No shit.
If you remember, if you've been following our weekly adventures here, I fucking smashed my WWE Hall of Fame ring. It was cracked. And then every time I would look at it, it was cracked more and more and more. And then eventually I woke up one morning and it was empty. It was just a hollow hole. And I found little pieces of glass in my bed. And anyway, WWE said no problem. They told me where to send it, said they'd fix it. And this should be my ring that they sent back. But I just didn't want to open it yet because I like opening shit on the show.
Hell yeah.
That's why. Okay. Yeah. It's a pretty big box for a ring, but
What could it be?
a little more letter opening action required here.
Fucking horror film.
Oops.
Oh, what a live stream that would be.
It is not my action figure.
Oh.
Wait. I fucked that up, didn't I?
Yeah.
Let me try that again. It is not my Hall of Fame ring. Guess what it is?
It's your action figure?
Damn it. But anyway, that's cool. Thanks, WWE.
Heck yeah.
Finally,
Oh, yeah. Look at that.
finally. When did that come out?
That came out a couple months ago. It was SummerSlam. I think SummerSlam during that time. Because I saw it at when we were at WrestleCon.
Cool, man. Get yours.
Oh, yeah.
Signed to you. On Only Wrestlers.
Yeah, there you go. Signed to you on Only Wrestlers. That's right. That's where you can get customized. So,
Yeah, no, that's true. Not yet, but pretty soon.
Yeah.
Maybe by the time you watch this one, unless you're watching it live, because you can't yet. But I got one more box, and I don't know. I was wondering if sometimes when I don't know what it is, it's something that you had sent to me or a sponsor or whatever. This is This is from Warehouse Manager and Terry Berry. I don't know what that is. You don't know what that is, do you?
I have no idea what that is.
Okay. It could just be something I order on Amazon too. I really don't know.
Hey,
But I order on Amazon like almost every fucking day. I'm always buying shit from there. But for some reason when this came, I didn't know what it was or didn't expect it. Oh, maybe this one could be the ring.
it looks like a ring-size box.
It does. Warehouse Manager, though.
Maybe that's where they get the rings.
It's the ring.
It's the ring.
Dude, okay. Yay. Now I got to find the other one. Where'd I put that one?
Where's the other one?
Yay. Check it out.
Oh, yeah.
I guess, I knew timing wise that it should be coming, and that's why I thought the other one was it. Got a big swerve. They swerved us all, but in the end, look what we got.
With that.
Magic, nothing in this hand.
Ooh.
Nothing. It's my magic trick.
He is in Vegas, guys. He's a
Oh!
Oh!
Fuck, I dropped it already.
Yeah.
Wow. I don't remember it ever looking that fucking clean. Holy shit.
Nice, man.
That thing was all the way scratched up like since 2021. Okay. And does it say Rob Van Dam inside of it? I think it does, but it's too little for me to see. It's tiny, tiny. But I know it does. And I'll know it more when I get it evidence later. I can't fucking see it.
It's tough to see.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
awesome.
I believe it's on there in good faith.
Yeah.
Anyway, cool. Thanks, WWE. I'll take better care of it in the future.
Action figures and Hall of Fame rings.
Now I can have it for my appearances next week at MJ BizCon, Las Vegas, at the Great Glass booth.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Back, guys, you can see the new ring too with Rob. Back in business.
Yes.
In business.
I missed it. I missed you, buddy. All right. Anybody
Nice.
else?
Look at that fucking. You. Jesus. I would definitely cut my arm off, like doing. Use that as a letter opener.
It saves time. Yeah.
I would be in trouble. That I'm not that coordinated to use that stuff. Guys, we do have another sponsor today too, and that is Via. So let me do the ad read for Via here. I put it's a holiday special. Speaking of which, boom. You can do the holiday special. Go to Via. Use the Bitly code link that's below in the description if you're on YouTube, or if you're listening on the podcast feed, it'll be in the description on the podcast feed. But let me say this. You need a break from the crowded stores and the endless gift list. Restore your zen and embrace the natural power of hemp this holiday season with Via. This holiday season, unwind and recharge with Via. Whether you're enjoying a quiet evening at home or embracing the festive cheer, Via's premium THC and THC-free gummies will help you find your perfect holiday balance. Via is well renowned for their award-winning THC and THC-free gummies and vapes, THCA flower, soothing topicals, and calming drops, all crafted with the highest quality hemp sourced from the trusted, independently owned American farms. And the best part, Via is legally shipped in nearly all states in the U.S. in discreet packaging directly to your door with worry-free guarantee. No medical card required. So if you're 21 plus, check out our link to Via's website link in our description and use code RVD for 15% off. But right now, if you're tuning in live, you can use that code and get 25% off on their holiday special. I am not attuned with the THC as well as RVD is, but I do like the CBD. And
you froze.
I froze. What? No, dang it. What I do like though is the Flow State CBD. You can check that out. That's the one I really like. But they have a lot of different ones that you can choose from. So be sure this holiday season, gift yourself some peace of mind. If you're 21 plus, check out the link to Via in our description and use code RVD to receive 15% off, but right now 25% off. After your purchase, they ask you where you heard about them. Please support our show and tell them that One of a Kind with RVD sent you this holiday season. Enhance your everyday with Via. So there you go, guys. It's a great product. I really do enjoy it. I also enjoy Get Blitzed. That's Mickey Ray Sinatra and Courtney out of Maryland. You can go to get-blitz.com, use promo code RVD and get 15% off. I have the blue raspberry in my cupboard, but I know a lot of the wrestlers during WrestleMania last year, it was a popular item that was going around WrestleCon. So be sure to check it out. There's blue raz, there's key lime pie, there's tiger blood. So some good, cool flavors. Really neat packaging too. So check it out. And it's very, very effective. I tried it. So I can speak to that for sure. So shout out to Mickey Ray and Courtney. Get-blitz.com, promo code RVD. All right. Rob, don't know if we have almost 10,000 people again tuning in. So this is great.
Nice.
So yeah.
What's up, everybody?
What's up, gang? What is up, gang? Let's see if there's any other questions that got asked too. Oh, did I cover everything? Yes, I did. I did cover everything on that. But yeah, people are. Oh, Maureen says that we share the same birthday, Robbie and Dim. I'll be thinking you on the 18th. If I don't catch up before then, have a spliffing birthday. Just woke up briefly, now back to sleep. Almost 3 a.m. where she's at. Well, how about that?
Yeah, where the hell is this? She's in London?
Yeah, must be 3 a.m. Yeah, five hours ahead or something like that. So damn.
Well, cool. Yeah, that's right. I got a birthday coming up. I fucking haven't really had my mind on it, but I'm not a big holiday guy, you know. So usually it's not like a huge deal. Sometimes I'm just by myself, and I will be this year too because I think Katie's visiting family. So I think I'll just be with me and Barbie probably because she'll probably take Lovey, and I might not do anything. Sometimes that happens. I like routine, and I've said this for a long time, but holidays just kind of fuck up the routine for me, you know, and then it's just, damn, you know, I can't call a doctor, I can't go to the bank, I can't, you know, go to the post office because it's a holiday. But, you know, regular people deserve it. You guys work hard. It's just that for me, like every day is like a holiday. So the really, really special days of celebrating don't mean as much to me because I celebrate every day. And what's the word? I indulge in enjoyment and celebration every day. So I don't need to be like, well, it is a weekend. It is after 5 o'clock. I mean, that's not me. Kind of live by my own rules. And so, you know, holidays I think are, especially certain holidays like Christmas and stuff, I think it's great for kids. I'll donate mine to the kids.
There you go.
Same with my birthday too. Whatever, you know.
Yeah.
Good to still be alive, you know, but you know, I'll try to do something, but I usually don't.
December 18th, that's a hell of a wrestling birthday day, too.
Yes,
You, Stone Cold, right? And then I think there's somebody else, too.
Trish Stratus.
Trish Stratus? Damn. Man.
Yeah. Every year we call each other or text each other at least once a year, and that's I bet you can guess when that is. But also outside of the business is Steven Spielberg, Christina Aguilera, Brad Pitt, I think. DMC, DMX.
DMX.
That's what I was trying to say.
Oh, X don't give it to you. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
How about that? December 18th.
Yeah, coming up. That is fucking like wow.
That's crazy, man.
Less than 3 weeks. So for me, since I'll be 54, I'll just start telling people I'm 54 now. But you know what I mean? Because instead of saying, you know, how old are you? Oh, I'm 53, but I'll be 54 in 12 days. You know, so I mean, realistically, when you look at the bigger picture, I've been alive for 54 years. I'll go ahead and round it up. But there was 1 year, I think it was when I was 34, maybe. I started doing that a little bit too early. And so yeah. So since I was turning 34, so instead of saying, well, I'm 33, but I'll be 34 in a month, instead I would just say I'm 34. And I said it so much. I don't know why people ask me so much. Probably because the birthday was coming up. So they ask a lot, oh, how old are you? And then when I had my birthday, I actually thought I was a whole year later. Like I thought I turned 35 and then I was already 34 because I used that number leading up to my birthday.
Yeah.
So I actually thought I was a year older for like 2 months. It was sometime in February. And I was like, wait, I'm not 35. I'm 34. Because the last number always goes with the year, or used to. But like 2024, I'll turn 54. That's how it always goes. 25, I'll turn 55, and so forth.
Oh, so I'm like that.
Yep, because I was born in 70, so since it's an even year, it's always like it's, you know, that's why I was like, how the fuck am I 35? But it's only, you know, like 2000, 14 or whatever. So, or 20 or 4 would have been 2004, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get it. If you don't get it, you're not gonna get it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was born in 85, so this is coming up 2025. I'll be 40, the big 40. So how about that?
You know.
Mm-hmm. Shoot, what else was I gonna say? There's one more thing I was gonna add. I forgot though. Well, Rob, do you have any RVDology that you'd like to share or anything like that? Or we can get the heck on out of here. It's up to you.
Yeah, I forgot we were doing this episode until I got the text from you right before. So I wanted to be prepared with an RVDology, but I'm really not. But I am just conscious of the days are getting shorter, it's getting colder out. Fucking not as much light for us to cling to for a few weeks. So cling to each other or be nice to each other. Like it's dark times, literally and physically, during this time of year, and there's a lot of emotion, but it's a great time to really get depressed and focus on all the worst shit in your life. Don't do that. Don't do that. Just think about family and love and all that stuff that the holidays are supposed to be about. And before you know it, we're going to be past this fucking shortest day of the year, and then they're going to start getting longer again, and there'll be more light and more warmth, and let's just fucking do this journey together.
I love it, Rob. I love it. Yeah, guys and gals, focus on you at this time and do what's best for you at this moment, and don't try to, whether the weather's getting you down or the cold or anything like that, just stay motivated and keep focused. It's tough to do. It's easier said than done, but just keep a positive mindset as much as you can and keep the focus. So good stuff, Rob.
Learn what gives you positive energy and get some of that.
Absolutely. And guys, you can get some more stuff too. Like Rob said, go to 1tsport.com. We have a Black Friday sale going on right now. You can get 20% off that RVD t-shirt, or hey, that RVD crew neck. I'm gonna get myself one of those because I'm fucking freezing right now. So go to 1tsport.com and use code Black Friday. Tomorrow, though, it's starting on Monday. I'm gonna give you a heads up. This is an exclusive, a flash sale. You use MON, code MON tomorrow, and you'll get 25% off on 1tsport.com. All merchandise site wide. So
and get your Stan Hansen keychain in Tokyo, Japan, at the Narita Airport.
There you go. You can get that there, or Dr. Death, or Giant Baba. Look at that one. Oh man, that's a good figure too, Rob.
I believe this is one of the unreleased ones.
I've never seen that before.
Yeah, just happens to be hanging out on my desk here, trying to get in on the show. But yeah, I just thought I would show that for that fact, because it's like, what the fuck? They made this and then decided not to mass produce it, or they pulled it, or what? I don't know. But I have 3. I have 3, but one of them, 3 that have been pulled or didn't get mass produced. But one of them is the Japanese flag one, which you guys know about, and I have that. Well, I have that out of the package. I also have it in the package. But this one, I like the outfit. Cause see the thumbs on my stomach, like.
Oh, yeah, that's sweet.
Yeah.
Now, did Did Joe Holland make that attire too? Actually,
yeah. And I like the real outfit.
Yeah.
I don't remember the star and the nunchucks. That's badass. I didn't notice that till I just put it up on the camera. Anyway, you can't get this one of a kind, two of a kind RVD action figure, but don't be hating on mine.
That's it. Don't do it, guys. Don't do it. But definitely get yourself an RVD action figure. Look at that. That's sweet.
Right?
Man, they should have released that figure, Rob.
The hell? This is so old. It's from Jax.
Oh, it's a Jax one.
I would say 2010, 11.
Yeah, that's about right. Because I think Mattel bought or started with WWE back in like 2011 or 2010 or something like that. So that's an older figure. I thought it was a Mattel one. How about that?
Crazy.
Craziness. Well, it's been a crazy, fun episode. Good to do it on a Sunday. We'll be back next week. I think we're planning maybe Friday, right? Is Friday gonna work? Probably.
I think Friday's gonna work fine. Yep.
Okay, cool. So be on the lookout for Friday coming up here, and stay warm. Have a good time with your friends and family, and focus on you guys. Focus on you. And hey, thanks again to that man over there, Mr. Rob Van Dam.
Appreciate it, Van Dam fam. Y'all have a great week. Thank you, Dom.
Thank you, Rob. All right, guys. We'll see you next week here on One of a Kind with RV.
Be yourself, unless you can be RVD, of course. But
Right.
otherwise, be yourself.
Just be yourself or RVD.